Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name's Maggie, and today I am joined here by my beautiful dog, Link. Today I also went to a local nursery called the Flower Bin, and I decided to take my GoPro and film a little video for you guys because it's been a while. So I filmed various succulents and philodendrons and yeah, some random houseplants. So without further ado, let's get to it and see what I saw today. Alright, so here we are at the flower bin. I wanted to check out the succulent section first because it's quite big. Here we have a crassula, a Buddhist temple. Super cute. It grows like an upwards pattern. It's only $5. And of course my dog decided to drink and eat food right now. So if you hear little background noise, that's what he's doing. And then so we have some senecio, some jade pearls. We have this Hoya that I thought was quite neat. And when I said jade pearls, I meant string of pearls. And here we just had some other succulents. Some succulents were even blooming. We had some cute little aloe vera, mini aloe vera. We had some echeveria, some senecio. Really cute, guys. I feel like these succulents kind of go unnoticed. They don't get as much attention, and I've never known for succulents to be really popular. Above these succulents, they have some Hoyas. This right here is a Hoya Crimson Princess. The variegation is on the inside, whereas this next Hoya right here is Hoya Crimson Queen, and the variegation is on the outside, the outer part of the leaf. Next up, we have, I think, two more Hoyas, and this right here is Hoya publicalis. I love this Hoya. It's a great grower. It's prolific in its growth pattern. However, trying to get it to bloom is a little bit more of a challenge compared to some of my other Hoyas. This right here is a Hoya obovata. I really adore this plant. Look at those baby leaves. They come out like this maroon color, super duper dainty. I like it a lot. So here we just had some more succulents, and then to the right over here we had these variegated Apuntia cacti. I really like these as well. As you see, these could be kind of propagated at this point because they are kind of wonky and heavy at the top, so they could use a little propagation there. But yeah, I like them. They're just very neat, and it reminds me of like something that you'd want to eat that's like good. This right here is a agave. I thought this was kind of a hefty price of $70, but I also thought it was very neat looking, so I decided to give it some airtime on camera. This right here is some rickrack cactus, and they're super duper cute. It's a 6-inch pot. I really like them, especially when they start to trail. They would do wonderful in a hanging basket. They were $40, and yeah, I thought they were really neat. I had them before, but I sold it, and I wouldn't mind getting one again, but it would have to be the perfect plant. Here we had some kind of an orchid cactus, I believe, and some more aloe vera over here, some jade plants over here. These are wonderful. They're only $18, and when they kind of like grow and mature, they get these like nice stems that look like trees. Super cool. We had some different sorts of begonias to the right over here, only for $13. Love the back sides. Also, this angel wing begonia right here had the cutest new leaf. I loved it. This one was a stunner as well. I like the shape of it. The price wasn't too bad either, at only $22 for a 6-inch pot. Look at those gorgeous backsides of this deep, deep red. Love it. Some Rex begonias and a beautiful Maranta towards the back here. I like this one as well. I feel like you don't see this one as often as some of the other plants, so I find that this makes it a little bit more appealing to the eye, because it's still common, but it's not as common, I would say. And then we had some random greenery, some palms, peace lilies, and this trio star calathea. Next to the trio star calathea, we had a China doll plant, I believe something like that's called. But look at this trio star, such beautiful backsides, pink, and it was $45. And I'm just rounding because it's just a couple cents off. This right here was a heartleaf philodendron. Look at it, just plain and green, but it is stunning. They're a great prolific grower. They would do amazing in a hanging basket as well. And then to the left over here, we had a peperomia obtusifolia. The leaves are so cute, and I love how they made that little wall right there where they could hang wally grows. This is another beautiful plant. I believe this is the Philodendron Hope or something like that for $45. Once these actually grow out more, they get super wide, but they're really cool. I feel like they're not as popular as they should be, but maybe that's a good thing. We had some random upright philodendrons here, and look at this cool new leaf coming in. I think this is the Rojo Congo philodendron or something like that. And then we had some totem poles towards the back of the lemon lime and the plain green heartleaf philodendron. Over here we had a beautiful, luscious neon pothos. Like, look at that. It's just so big, and I think it was like $35. Yep, $35 it is. And then I made my way to the big boys. Over here we had some snake plants. Some of the snake plants were even blooming, and I love that. Snake plants will tend to bloom if they don't have the roots. They don't have room for the roots to be pushed out anywhere, so they tend to grow at that point in their life. And then here we had peace lily, and believe it or not, these peace lilies were expensive at $200 per this pot. Like, yes, it is a big peace lily, but still, we're talking about a peace lily. You could literally go to Home Depot if you go during the right time and get one for like $20 to $30, and it'll grow for you. Here we had some fiddle leaf figs. Absolutely cute. I love these dwarf versions. I am actually trying to look for a fiddle leaf fig, but I am trying to look for the right one. That one right there that I was looking at was $99, so $100. And then here we had some more ficus of the family. This was a Elastica teneki, oh my goodness, my pronunciation, for $45. And then this little guy right here, which was Ficus elatissima, and it has like this green on green variegation, which is super cool because it's not something you really see. This right here is false aurelia. Absolutely beautiful. I have been eyeing this plant for some time just because my mother-in-law had it, and I really like the growth pattern. I like the leaves on this plant, and this big of a tree was $70, which, you know, I think is doable. I have seen them at Home Depot, and they were a little bit more expensive, or not as expensive, but I think they're $20 for like a really small pot, way smaller than this. But if you want to get a plant that's bigger and established and have the money, then why not? Then I had to make my way around to the Monstera deliciosa, because I mean, everyone needs a Monstera deliciosa in their life. Look at these new leaves, and these pots are going for $56. I love when they put out the new growth. They look absolutely beautiful. You just like want to eat them. Well, not really, but yeah. And then over here, look at this beautiful Monstera Swiss cheese, right? Yeah, okay. Huge. The leaves were huge. It was vining up a Dracaena, so they put two plants within one pot at $200. So, you know, it's a steal for getting such two of beautiful, nice plants for the price of one. And then I made my way to some peperomias. This right here was Peperomia piccolo banda. Such a cutie with its little leaves. They're very dainty. If you've never seen a peperomia bloom, they get these like rat tail little blooms at the top. They don't have a scent to them or anything like that, but most people don't enjoy those. Right here we came across some Fittonia, also known as the nerve plants. I really like this one. It was only $4. It was such a cutie. I've never actually had a Fittonia. I've thought about getting one, especially this colored one right here, because I really like how basic the colors are. And then here we actually ended up finding some more Hoyas, and this right here is a Hoya public calyx. Minor splashing on these, but they're really cute. And a Hoya australis. This is just non-variegated. This is just the plain green one. Absolutely beautiful. And look at that new growth coming in, like a little bit of a color between a red and a pink. I really like that. And then moving forward, we had some more peperomia at the top, some obtusifolia, some rippled peperomia, and we even had some pothos to the left, and these were all around like $5, which is amazing. We had Hoya bella. I have been looking for some Hoya bella. I have never actually had the basic one, but I love it when they start to trail. And then here we had a Hoya lacanosa, which is a prolific grower and an amazing bloomer. So if you've never had a Hoya that blooms for you, I highly suggest you pick up a lacanosa. Over here we had some little tiny Hoya. Oh, that is not a Hoya. That is a Ficus laurata bambino, something like that. And then we came across some Syngoniums, super beautiful with some pink lining towards the middle. Tradescanthias, which have been very common around this part of the state, especially now in the spring. And here we had a cute Mimosa pudica, or also known as a sensitive plant. So I'm going to show you guys how the leaves kind of curl up on you. So if you touch them, the leaves just close. How cool is that? And that's a way for the plant to be protecting itself. So yeah, I kept trying to touch the plant so the camera catches it. I wasn't sure if it's catching it or not. But yeah, so then here we had some Pilea peperomias, and I thought it was kind of expensive for this pot. I mean, it was $40 for this, kind of crazy, but you know, they are pretty cute. I used to have one of those too, but I sold it. I always tell people if I didn't sell the plants that I did have, by now I probably would have like at least 500 plants. Here we came across the fern table, and I don't even know anything about these ferns, but I am showing you guys some prices so you guys that know the name of these ferns could, you know, look at the prices and see how they are priced near me and where you are. So they were mostly between like $10, $15 for the 4-inch pots. All sorts of ferns. I had only one fern before. It was the button fern. It was a really cute one, but I didn't know that you could actually cut the fern at the top and it'll grow back over time. And then behind me we had some cute Hoya retusa. I have been eyeing these as well, but I only like them when they start trailing. When they're just heavy at the top, it's just not my cup of tea. We had some more tradescanthias here. This is the Nanook. Look how pretty. It reminds me of like bubblegum. Ooh, bubblicious bubblegum. That sounds so good. Some random ivies that we want to stay away from, and more tradescanthia. Look at those colors. I just love the variety of plants. Even if it's plants that I'm not necessarily interested into bringing into my home, I just love being able to go to a nursery, take a look at what they have, and enjoy it. Alright guys, that is pretty much all the plants I seen today, or at least the ones that stood out to me. They had so many more plants, but I'm still kind of a little bit camera shy and taking out my camera, hence why I decided to take my GoPro, because it is such a smaller of a camera and it's very compact. And yeah, there was some older people that were paying attention to me film, but you know, whatever. Anyways, so the one plant that I did decide to get from today is a Rhipsalis paradoxa, a Paradoxa rhipsalis. So that was one of the very first plants that I seen while walking into the nursery. They had two of them, and I had such a hard time figuring out which one exactly I wanted, whether I wanted choice 1 or choice 2, but eventually I ended up going with kind of like the smaller Rhipsalis, but it looked healthier. And so yeah, I wanted to get them at the same, I wanted to get both of them so I could pot them together. However, they were $25 each, and that means with tax and everything, it would be almost $60, which I thought was a little bit insane. And then my husband convinced me that it's gonna grow regardless. So I ended up getting a Ripsalis, well, excuse you, I ended up getting a Ripsalis paradoxa today, and I'm very excited about that. But yeah, that is the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a like. I'd appreciate that. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.